The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Mingy Beef Jerky, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Hello, I'm Gary Ball. Welcome to the Scholastic Ball Report. We got a great show for you this week. We have a feature from WKYT from around the state. The Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, boys basketball team from Madison Southern High School. The Crown Trophy Special Guest of the Week is Sarah Bridenbaugh from the KHSAA. And from Nicholasville, we have the Sutherland Chevrolet Driver of the Week with some great sports action. And another segment from UK Sports Medicine and the Orthopedic Surgery. But we know what you want. You want the best highlights in the state of Kentucky. We call it Game Time with Brian Milam, Lee K. Howard, and Alex Walker.
We start in the 11th Region boys at EKU.
Yeah, a lot of good basketball tonight. Great Crossing, the only 3 years old as a school, and in year 3, the Warhawks are riding a region best 27-6 record. Henry Clay, on the other hand, looking to rekindle its glorious past by getting to their 30th region final. Now, they met in February, back on February the 8th, with Great Crossing winning 63-61. That game was in Georgetown. Tonight, though, we're in Richmond's McBrayer Arena for the 11th region semifinals, down 8 at the half. And here come the Warhawks. Malachi Moreno. How good is this kid? 15 points, 17 rebounds. He's got the follow. Great Crossing up 29-28 right before the end of the third. Azio Blackwell, big time triple to beat the buzzer. Henry Clay back in front, 37-34. There's Daniel Brown stalking the sideline. Start of the fourth, more from Blackwell. He scored 19, hoop and the foul. His own 6-0 run to extend the lead. Moments later, Brendan Wicker with the flush. Henry Clay up 44-36. Under 15 seconds left. Janice Burrell, float game, strong. He scored 7. Warhawks down 45-43. Great Crossing elects not to foul. Blue Devils beat the press. Conlon Brown to Kanye Henderson. He had 14. Henry Clay wins a wild one. 47-43 to advance to Monday's 11th Region Championship game.
It feels good, but I like to cut the net down and win the region title. So we've been here a few times, and like I said, we're excited. I'm excited for these boys. Kids dream about going to the state tournament, so it's right there for them to get, and we'll see what happens. We can make you play ugly, we can play good, we can play any style, I feel like. And as I mentioned earlier, I got good guards, and I think if you got good guards, you got a shot.
The baseball Wildcats improving to 8-1 yesterday with a 5-4 win over Evansville, and Rowan County product Mason Moore getting his first win of his young career. Moore coming in from the bullpen, going 2 1/3 innings, surrendering 1 hit, striking out 2. Moore also with a strong outing against Western Michigan last Friday. Again, striking out a pair in 1 inning of relief. And the guy scores 3,000 points in high school basketball, strikes out people in baseball. Kid can do everything.
Hello and welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor KHSAA Assistant Commissioner Sarah Bridenbaugh, our special guest of the week. Welcome in, Sarah.
Thank you so much, Bridget, for having me.
So, Sarah, talk a little bit about your background before coming to the KHSAA.
Well, I actually began my career as a math teacher and a high school girls basketball coach. Started a little bit in West Virginia and then moved to Kentucky, and actually was a coach and teacher at Paul Lawrence Dunbar in Lexington before I accepted the position of Assistant Commissioner at the KHSAA in 2015. So I guess I'm in my 7th year with the association and just in charge of different sports over the years, and different sports have been in my background as well. I played basketball and ran track in high school, in college. And so, this role has been exciting and learning lots of different sports and different avenues of things and administration as well. So it's been exciting and it's been a roller coaster to say the least.
I bet. It's a lot of fun during pandemics and things like that, you know. So
Yeah.
describe some of your job duties in your position, some of the things kind of that you're in charge of.
I guess my current title is like director of middle schools and assistant director of championships. And so I oversee the middle school division in the office a little bit and help answer questions for our middle schools and our administrators that are, doing middle school athletics throughout the state. And then I'm currently in charge of 6 sports and sport activities. I have track, cross country, softball, cheer, dance, and swimming and diving. So, an exciting year. And then we all go to different championships throughout the year. So there's lots of sports, lots of, different avenues, and it's exciting. And I've learned a lot of different sports over the last 7 years. So I've enjoyed watching state championships and watching celebrations and hard work of kids paying off. Makes it all worth it. It's it's really, really great to see them celebrate and achieving that thing that they've worked all season for.
Well, that's one thing. When I was there, I never got tired of. I loved it. It was always different, always kids working so very, very hard. So here's a toughie though, but you just got done doing the state swimming and diving championships presented by UK Healthcare, which is a tough one to manage for both boys and girls. So talk about the planning that goes into something like that.
Yeah, we always continue to take feedback from our member schools. And this year we tried and had a separate day for diving. We'd taken feedback from our schools that they were wanting to see what a separate event for them would be. So we took that event on February 12th to Falling Springs, and those kids had all day Saturday for a state event with boys and girls both doing diving. And we carried those points forward to the state championship of swimming, which was held at the University of Kentucky just this past weekend. But it goes, a lot of planning doesn't just start, a few weeks ago. At this point, now that I've finished this season, we're already looking to next season, taking feedback from coaches, from schools, and planning to make a better event each and every year if possible. So it does take a lot of coordination. We can't thank our officials enough for what they do at the state championships, and the people that help us with as far as timing and results, and our workers that help with ticketing, and our coaches and what they do for our student athletes. It is not an easy task. It takes a lot of hands and a lot of people to work together. And I can't thank the people enough involved and our coaches and schools who do what they do for student athletes. And overall, a great state championship for those swimmers and divers. And congratulations to all the teams. It was great in my first year to witness, what incredible performances we saw this past 2 weekends.
Well, you're a busy person and the KHSAA is a busy place. So it's awesome, though, that all these high school athletes get to enjoy performance in sports. And I know they look forward to each and every state championship. Well, thank you, Sarah, for that great information and for being on the Scholastic Ball Report today.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me. It was great to be here.
We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Hello, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor the Roberts Insurance Team of the Week. The Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, Madison Southern Boys Basketball Team. Coach Austin Newton's with us, players Jay Rose, Braden Hudson, and Zach Hudson. Coach Austin Newton, welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report.
Hey, Mr. Ball, thank you for having us on. We really appreciate it.
You've had a tremendous season, Coach. A 20-win season, that's kind of a barometer for anybody.
Absolutely. It was a goal of ours to start the season. We've only had 3 20-win seasons in Madison Southern history, so this makes our 4th 20-win season. So that was a goal of ours. Like you said, a lot of high school teams, that 20-win mark is a barometer for a lot of teams. We also wanted to win the district championship, which we did on Thursday night. And then our next goal is we've never won a regional tournament game here at Madison Southern, and we've got a great opportunity to host a first-round region game here on Tuesday night against Dunbar. So we've already accomplished 2 of the goals we set out to do this year, and we're looking to pick up that 3rd one on Tuesday night.
Coach, what is the makeup of your team?
So this is my 4th year here as the head coach at Madison Southern. So we do have a group of 5 seniors that have kind of established the culture, and they know our offense and defensive system. So we rely heavily on them for leadership. These 3 guys here took advantage of the COVID year, and they are holdback sophomores. They're a very talented group. Twin brothers here, the Hudson brothers and Jay Rose. We have a freshman that's been starting at the point guard spot for us that came in and made 2 really big free throws down the stretch the other night to win the district championship. So we're really all across the board. We got really good senior leadership. We've got some really talented young guys. So the future is very bright, but we do attribute it to our senior leaders that have been here for the last 4 years.
Tell us about the young players you brought in with us, Coach.
Yeah, so we got the Hudson brothers here. I call them the Twin Bulldogs. So they're really good offensively. They've shown here over the last couple of weeks that they can play really good defense. They hate to lose. They are really competitive. They fight with each other a lot because they're brothers, but they really do love each other at the end of the day. And they bring a little bit of everything to our team as far as toughness, as far as shooting, diving on the floor. They just do a little bit of everything that it takes to win. So we appreciate all those qualities about them. And then Jay Rose over here, who's a holdback sophomore as well, he's leading the 11th region in scoring right now. He is very talented offensively, one of the most talented offensive players in the state. He can really get it going. He set our school record for most points in a game 3 weeks ago. He had 48 points here against Model. So he's had some games where he's scored 35, upper 30s, and, of course, that record-setting 48-point game. So he's very talented offensively. But he as well, over the last few weeks, has really taken a step and become a great defender for us. So when these guys start caring about defense as much as they have offense, we have a chance to be really special here over the next couple of years.
You know what they say, Coach, offense sells tickets, defense wins championships. You know that.
Yeah,
Let's talk with Jay Rose. Jay Rose is with us, leading scoring in the 11th region. Talk about that, Jay, that you lead the 11th region in scoring. Is that really sunk in?
I mean, it is kind of surreal knowing how many players are in the 11th region and that I'm number 1. It means a lot. But if it wasn't for these guys, these 2 sitting in front of me and the rest of my team, getting into the lane and basically just finding me, making shots for me to get open helps a ton. And that's the only reason I'm number 1, honestly.
What do you like most about playing basketball at Madison Southern?
Honestly, the atmosphere. I really like the atmosphere. Like our student section, from the community, like it's a place that I really want to be, and I love it. I love it here.
And talk to us about Madison Southern winning that game against Madison Central. What did that mean to you?
It meant everything. I've been playing against those guys from Central ever since I was in middle school, and it meant a lot knowing that we've only accomplished this 3 times in school history. It really meant a lot to me.
Braden and Zach Hudson are with us, the twins, and Braden, let's start with you. What is it that you like about playing for Madison Southern basketball?
I like how our culture's built. We established a new culture this year. Before our game against Central, our quote was "burn the boats," and that was a little new quote that Newton got from his buddy down at South Alabama. And so we have a strong culture here. It's we're still trying to get to the max potential, but I mean, we're doing a lot better than what we started as at the beginning of the year.
What is your best asset as a basketball player for Southern?
I would say defense right now. So my brother went down with an injury earlier in the season, and I had to step in a role of starting to score the ball more because he was a primary scorer for us. And now that he's back, I'm relying more on defense to help my team out.
Zach, he's talking about you, so how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Talk to us about the season when you had that injury and you're back now. So What was it like sitting out, rooting your teammates, and now you're back as an integral part of the team?
Well, at the start, it wasn't. It was kind of hard to sit there and watch him play without me. But I had a few hiccups as a assistant coach every now and then. I got a little mad.
He's not the most positive assistant coach. Let's just put it that way. So we're glad that he's back playing.
Yeah,
That's a competitor in him.
That's right. Yes, exactly.
Zach, what do you like most about playing basketball at Madison Southern?
I would say the friendship that we have. Like we said, we've all been playing together since we were little kids, and we just dreamed of getting to where we are now. And we just got to keep going forward and keep achieving our goals here.
Good luck in the regional, Coach Austin Newton, Jay Rose, and Braden, and Zach Hudson. And thank you guys for joining us on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate you.
That's the Roberts Insurance Team of the Week from Madison Southern. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Our Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week takes us to the girls' 12th Region semifinals. Mercer County and Danville. The Lady Admirals' Love Mays goes coast to coast for the basket, but nobody stops the ball. And here comes Mercer's Timberland Yeast. She shows the track speed, hits the pull-up jumper. Take a look at it again. It was that kind of a game. Love Mays for Danville. Back comes Timberland Yeast for Mercer County, and the Lady Titans would win 76-69. That is the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report in the UK Sports Medicine segment. Today we have Laurie Blanc, UK Sports Medicine athletic trainer. Welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report, Laurie.
Hello, thanks for having me.
That's great. Today we're going to talk about a really important topic, skin infections. So, Laurie, let's start out. And what are some common skin infections that you see in sports?
So usually in athletics, a lot of what we see are skin infections that are transmitted from skin to skin, person to person, or from athletic equipment, dirty athletic equipment to the skin. So bacterial infections like staph and impetigo, and like ringworm, which is a fungal infection.
So those are pretty contagious, aren't they?
Yes, easily spread from teammate to teammate or from one athlete to an opponent.
So, what can the coaches tell the athletes how to prevent skin infections?
So best way of preventing them is just make sure you're taking your equipment home, sanitizing it, cleaning it as best as you can. If you know you have a skin infection, trying to get that looked at as quickly as you can. That way you're not spreading it amongst your team or any other team. And also just practicing hygiene.
Just good hygiene. Yeah, I'm sure that some of that equipment stays in those lockers way too long. If an athlete has a skin infection, can they still participate?
So a lot of sports now will not let you just cover up any kind of lesion and go play. Several, such as wrestling, make you have documentation that you've seen a doctor, it's been diagnosed, you're under treatment, and you've started that treatment at least typically 72 hours prior to the event. So definitely as soon as you notice something, try to get in and get that checked out.
So if somebody wanted to find out some resources on preventing skin infections, what would be a good area to look at?
You can go to, say, CDC's website. There's probably some information on KHSAA's website as well. UK, we have all kinds of resources available on our webpage also.
That's great news to know. So, Laurie, I really appreciate you being on the Scholastic Ball Report this week.
Thanks for having me.
That's Laurie Blanc from UK Sports Medicine and Healthcare, keeping us healthy and safe for all high school sports activities.
Madison Southern has been playing basketball since 1988. When the Eagles knocked off Dunbar earlier this week, it was Southern's first win ever in regional tournament play. For Douglas, the Broncos, they were in the region finals a year ago. Who's going to go here? The Eagles and head coach Austin Newton, winners of 6 of their last 7. Early in the first, Jay Rose. A rose is a rose is a rose, and so is a fadeaway jumper. He had 20 plus. Back the other way, Kai Simpson with the 4-point play. 3-ball, got it, and the foul. Broncos up by 3 off the rebound. Sampson ahead to Mellow Boone. Smooth like butter. Stretches the lead to 6. Madison Southern would heat up in a hurry. Hey, like I told Austin, you get those Villanova shooting nights, anything can happen. 3 out of the corner for Braden Hudson. The Broncos trailed by 6 after 3, but go on a 19-7 run to win it. 60-54 to advance to the region final.
Well, that's a show for this week. Join us next week for another exciting show highlighting high school athletes in the area. As always, special thanks to the Scholastic Ball Report team that puts it together. Prep Spin's King of Stream, William Warfield. Joel Clace from WKYT, our director. Executive producer, Bridget DeVries. And remember, for those you see and those you don't see, you keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Mingy Beef Jerky, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.